Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back on this new video. Again we are talking about here about marketing again, analyzing marketing data. Here I'm focused on Salesforce, right? So the data here is like, if you manage, a Salesforce, and then you need to actually, when you are managing a Salesforce, you need to determine, if a salesperson, is performing right. You need to know if his performance is improving, if it's declining, or if it's staying steady. And so creating, a customized icon set, provide, an easy way, to track a salesperson, performance over time, right? That's what I'm trying to, showcase here, through this short video. So this data actually is, the sales tracker, we want to track actually, those, these sales persons track. Here we have like let me see, yeah, like 15, like 15 sales, you know salesperson here, and then we want to track their performance from January up to May, right? First of all, what we need to do here is to rank. Okay, we want to rank them, from, in January, based on these 15 salespeople. We want to know who has the, the best performance, and who has, the highest performance or the lowest performance, by using ranking. So when we rank that, we will get to know, how well they are doing, right? And then we do that for each and every month. Afterward, we will now look at the trending, how they are trending. So the first thing we need to do here is to create a rank. So all right, so I already have a customized names here that I want to use, so that will save me a lot of time here. Let me just copy this and put it right here, and there we go. So the first thing here is to look at to rank, January performance, and then February, March, and so on. So to do that, we a ranking, a rank function, right? Rank. We already have this rank function here. Yeah, it's right here. So we want to rank B2, right? That's the rank number. So the number here is B2. The reference here will be from B2 down to B16, right? Oh, great. Now there is this zero that we're going to use. The zero is just telling it clearly. You can see yes, descending, meaning what? Anyone that has, the highest number of sales, will be ranked as one, right? And then when you have the lowest, it goes down the ladder, right? When you have the second highest sales performance, your rank will be second, and then third, and then fourth, and so on. So that's what the zero is meant for. And then we enter. So it says that this right here, within in January, that this LeBron, based on his, the total number of sales, he ranked 10th. The 10th. So we are going to use that for all these salespeople over here, and then you see that, Rogers, he's the first. He has, that's the number. He's the, he has the highest performance here, right? Because he ranked one. That's the first rank. He got the first rank. We have the second rank here, and so on. Now there is a problem here. You can clearly see, right? See this guy here, Vec, right? In January his total sale was 112, and he ranked second. But when you come down here, you see another second, and his total sale is 118. It shouldn't be like that. So there is a problem that we definitely going to fix, right? And you can clearly see this is even telling us that we do have a problem here. So we can edit, we can ignore, we can, seek for help, or update our formula. There is a lot of stuff that we can do, right? So it depends on, what you are actually trying to do. So what I will do in here is to log simply, right? When you look at this formula here, we start from B2 down to B. You see, when you look at my the rank formula here, this says B13, B2 to B27. So it's going down actually. Why? Because we did not lock. We're supposed to lock the beginning and the end. There is no B77 in this cells, right? We stop at B16. So when you come down here, it's going to be like B30. You see, look at here, 16 to B30. You see, that's the range that it took, and we don't want to go down, right? So we need to lock these cells. That's actually what happens here. So when you create this, the first thing we may need to do is to is to lock, right? Is to lock, and then so we need to lock this, right? B2. We need to lock that with the $sign to B16. Then we lock that, right? And now I need to change all of that. Clear this one out, come down here, and we are going to get the right ranking. Great, now it's better, right? We don't have any sign. So this highest performance, rank number 1, right? And then the second highest performance here, rank number 2. And then the third, rank number 3, and so on. It goes down the line. You will see that in total we should have 15, right? That's the guy that ranked 15 here. That's the lowest performance here. The total sales is the lowest, so he ranked 15 and so on. These are the rank for the month of January, and we want to do that for the entire February, March, April, up down to May. So to do so, we can just drag this right here. We do that here for this, we rank February, March, April, and then we drag this down. So we're going to have everything right here. Cool. Now the second thing that we want to do here is to go over the trend, right? We want to look at the trend. Okay, so in January this guy ranked 10th, right? In February he ranked 14th. What's the trend? So clearly you can see that the rank in February is higher than the ranking in January, which means this guy is not performing, right? His performance is declining because he ranked 10th, now 14th. That's not good for this guy. So the trend will be downward for him. In February his trend will be downward. In March it will be up, right? In April, downward. In May, steady. It did not change at all, and so on. And there is something that we're going to use here called wingdings, right? The wingdings tree will help us, with these arrows, whereby H means up, I means down, and then the G means steady. So we use the wingdings to come up with that. So first thing I want to do here, notice that here we are not going to have a trend for January, right? Because January the first month, we use it as the baseline. So we have trend in February as compared to January, March as compared to February, and so on. So again here, instead of me typing everything out, I will just use the trend February, March, April, May. I'll just copy this and have it here to to save a couple of seconds here in typing. Great. So what I'm going to do here in order to create the trend is to compare February with January, right? So we create if clause here, if, right? Let's start with February, right? So if this H2 is less than G2, we're going to say H means actually up, okay? In the wingdings, we're gonna get down to that right now. If use another if clause here, right? The other way around, right? So which means G2 is higher, or if you want to H2, right, is so this one was less, so if it's higher than G2, that's the case that we have right here, right? If it's higher, that means coming downward, and the downward trend is I. So we put here I, okay. Else, oh, this shouldn't be, should be lowercase I, right? Else, that will be G. So we put the G in here, we close parentheses. We have to close twice because we open up earlier, right? So that's the case that we have here. This is I, which means that this is higher. Now again, let me type this down here, and we're gonna get down there, right? The H means upward, I mean downward, and then the G is steady, right? Steady, like there is no change actually, right? Great. So that's the meaning of these three. Actually, let's use that for all the salespeople here, okay? And then the next thing we want to do is to apply that to March, April, and then May, and then all the salespeople. So these are their ranking in here, right? That's the ranking of the salespeople. Now, the next thing we want to do here, we are going to use our front here, right, to come up with the main, the bar, like I was saying. We are going to use the index right here to apply to all of them, right? We can make it bold if you want to. Good. And clearly you see here, right? And when you look at the data here, the February trend for LeBron, when you look at here, his rank is higher, so it means it's going down, right? When you look at here, Wade's, or the same guy in March, you clearly see that he's performing higher because the rank came down, so it's up. Over here is down, and then here is steady, right? Good is a very simple and easy way, to grasp, what's really going on, with your salespeople. That's what I have for today. Thank you for watching this video, and see you on the next one.